They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Taylor wants to throw it. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. And the Bears in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on third down. He'll get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch, it's Gentry. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
on first down. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Russell. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to set.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Then so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bears want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Taylor wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make that. It's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Sticky. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of have won, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Taylor wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Ball short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Got a man. It's Robinson. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Russell. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Running back searching for a hole. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands. Gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Russell. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Baylor. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Running free. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Dances away to buy time. Fighting off the defender. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down. You can call him whatever you want, but that was really smart.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bears!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Baylor! There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for a man. It's Russell. The short hands. It's Johnson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Fires left, and his throw is incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Sprinting away, inside the 30. The 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
to throw. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bears will punt this one away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Russell. Here's a heat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. first snap of the drive from the 25. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. There he goes. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Taylor wants to throw it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop. Forcing a turnover. Best case scenario. Offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, looking for a man. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Calls his own number. Shakes off the defender. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. Fires on the move. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Smashes through the tackle.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. Got his man to the left. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll take it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give as they work on that clock. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. trying to turn the corner on the left. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The official says no good, and the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try. They knock it off the post. We've still got a good ball game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Russell. There's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He makes the catch. He's out of bounds to stop the clock. It'll be a first down with 29 ticks left.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got him downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield, it's Russell. With a turnover.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
And the quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching